Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. For my video today, I'm going to be talking about some of my favorite new beauty products. Now, when I say new, some of them are brand new products. Others have been around for a while, but this is the first time I've tried them. I'm loving all of these things and I wanted to share them with you. So we're going to go ahead and get started with the first item, which is a moisturizer. It is from Murad. This is Murad Hydration's line and it is called Nutrient Charged Water Gel. Now I have very sensitive skin, but it's also oily and I'm always on the lookout for a really good moisturizer, but I like it to be really light because of that oily skin issue. And so I've really been embracing gel moisturizers lately, and this is probably the best one that I have found. It is, it's almost gone. I'm loving this one so much. What I love about it, no scent or fragrance, which is great if you have sensitive skin, but it has such a beautiful consistency. So it feels like a gel, but better than a gel. A lot of gel moisturizers, whoop, and I just threw the lid across my room. Oh well, I won't be closing that up. Anyway, the texture of this item is really very creamy for a gel. Some gels are very watery. And they sink into your skin, but they seem to disappear quickly, but not this one. This is this beautiful pink colored gel, and oh my goodness, is this hydrating. I absolutely love it. I'm gonna put it in my hands for now. I often dot it underneath my eyes too after I put on my concealer. Sometimes I feel like my concealer gets a little bit cakey and dry, and so you can use this, but supposedly it can last hours and hours and hours, and I actually have found that to be true. When I put it on in the morning after I shower, it just moisturizes my skin. It is absorbed in quickly, so you don't get any kind of residue. It's not sticky in any way, but it really smooths on beautifully, hydrates beautifully. Again, no fragrance at all, no irritation, plumps up your skin, and I really, really love this product. I don't think I've tried Murad before, but I'm very, very happy with this one, and I probably will be replacing this because I really do enjoy a good gel moisturizer. So if you're on the lookout for one and you've got oily skin or sensitive skin like I do, try this one. Okay, next up I have the NYX. Are we pronouncing this NYX or NYX? I don't really know. This is their HD finishing powder, and I've tried all different kinds of finishing powders, and this is the one product that I don't feel like you have to pay a ton of money to get a big payoff. So I had been using e.l.f. for quite a long time, and the e.l.f. was fine. I really liked it. However, I had heard a lot of hype about this one, so I think I was in Target. I needed new powder. I was going to pick up the e.l.f. and then I saw this one, and this was maybe a couple dollars more. e.l.f. is very reasonably priced, and NYX is reasonably priced too. So I thought, what the heck, I'll give this one a try. It was just a couple dollars more. And I really, really, really do like this. So as you can see in the pan, it is very white, but of course it goes on translucent. I have very fair skin anyway, so that's not an issue for me. And it does set my makeup, and it does last all day. So I never feel like I'm getting shine through, especially on my forehead, very oily forehead. Never have a problem with this one. So this is really nice. It doesn't interfere with any of my other makeup either, which sometimes these powders can do. So if you're on the lookout for a reasonably priced powder, this one is definitely one to try. Okay, we're going to switch gears a little bit and go on to eye makeup today, and these two products are actually brand new. They are from Beret, so these are their newest releases. They have two brow products. Gotta love a good brow product. This is their brow pencil, and the pencil is one of those that has a very, very, very fine point, so you can draw your nice almost hair-like strokes on your brows, and you of course twist it to make it come up, and then on the other side you have this little spoolie brush to blend everything in. I like this spoolie brush especially because it's really short. It's only about an inch long, maybe not even an inch long, but the combination is really good. It goes on very nicely. One thing I do want to mention is that if you are using this, you probably want to get a tissue when you're done putting your makeup on, or before you start putting the makeup on, and just like kind of rub it across the top of it. For some reason, I feel like it does pick up makeup a little bit. So when you're trying to draw, it's not actually drawing. So all you have to do is clean off the tip with a tissue. But a really nice product. All Merit products are fantastic. They are cruelty-free. They are hypoallergenic. They really do their homework when it comes to their products, and I've never had one yet that I don't like. And this one is right up there with the rest of them. So I was really happy that they came out with this brow product, and you are to use it in cooperation with their 1980 brow product. So this is something. Is this 80 brow or 90 brow? I'm not sure. I think they call it 1980 brow. But anyway, I've had this one before. I do really like this one. It draws your eyebrows on really nicely, picks up all those little tiny hairs. The only issue I have with this one is that the brush is a tad longer. Some people have very long eyebrows. I discovered this when I was trying to use stencils one day. I thought, I'm just gonna get a stencil and draw it in there. And the stencil was so darn long, it was like far, far longer than my eyebrow was. So I thought, well, maybe because my narrow face, I have short eyebrows. Can you have short eyebrows? Not sure. But anyway, the brush is a little bit large for me, so I do have to finesse it. But it does draw really nicely. It stays on really nicely. It keeps your brows in place. And it does come in a ton of different colors too. So again, with Merit, they always have a slam dunk with their products. I absolutely love them. And most of my face is Merit today, except for the few products that I'm mentioning. But do check that one out. And then continuing with eyes, we're going to move on to Sweed mascara. This one is the Cloud Mascara, and I love this. This is probably, without a doubt, one of the best mascaras that I personally have ever tried. My story is that I have very sparse, very short lashes. I cannot use any lash growth products that have that prostaglandin, I think that's the name of it, in there, because they really, really irritate and itch my eyes. So I've kind of given up on lash growth products, but I really have been looking for a nice mascara, and this one fits the bill. This one really stretches out my lashes and separates them. I don't get clumping. It never clumps. I think the first tube that I had was probably maybe 9 months old before I finally got the second tube. And it really does separate your lashes, lengthen them, and just really, really works, which is something that I have not yet experienced with mascara. All the drugstore brands that I have tried, they do have a tendency to clump, but not this one. So really a great, great mascara. If you are someone like me who has very sparse lashes and issues with mascara, this is probably my all-time favorite. I bought others. I have tried, you know, freebies and things like that, and none of them compare. This is, for me, the best one. It also, it doesn't dry real quickly, but it dries a little bit quicker than some, so that you don't have to worry too much about all of those little spiky marks that you get on your brow. I get them because I have very deep set eyes, so my brow bone is very prominent. And every time I put mascara on prior to this, it would just get all over when I blinked a little bit. But this one dries pretty quickly, so I really don't have that issue. So do check out Sweed. I think it's even available on Amazon. Of course, I will link everything down below too, so you can check that one out. And now I'm going to move on to lips, but I also have other products from Sweed. And when I was buying the mascara, I thought I would try their lipstick. And I was also influenced by Lydia Millen, because I love her, and she has a collaboration with Sweed. So she came out with a couple different lip liner pencils as well as some lipsticks, and I was just so tempted. I love lipstick. It's probably the #1 thing that I buy, and I thought I would give them a try. So I went with the rose petal for the lip pencil, and you can see from the shape of it that I have been using it very consistently. So you do have the pencil on the one side, and it's very truly a pencil. This is one of those that you're going to need a sharpener in order to sharpen it. And then on the other side, you have a little brush, so you can actually brush in the lip liner and get it more uniform on your lips. For years now, I have not been using lip liner. There was a time when I used it all the time, and then I kind of got away from it. And when these products came out, I thought, what the heck, I'll try them again, and I was really happy with it, because I have found that you can keep your lipstick on longer when you do use like a foundation of a lip pencil. So I am wearing this one. This is in Rose Petal, and this is the Hollyhock. Now this is really an outlier for me because I don't typically wear any sort of orangey or corally colored makeup. It just doesn't typically go with my complexion because I have very cool undertones in my skin, and anything that is warm tends to make me feel and look muddy. But I have read that corals are one of those colors that you can typically wear with any complexion, so I thought I would give it a try. I just thought it was such a pretty bright color for the summertime. So I did get this a couple months ago, and I've been wearing it all summer and absolutely loving it. It does twist up just like any other lipstick is going to twist up, but let me show you one that I have not really used too much yet. It would be this one here. So this is the shape. No, that's not it. Okay. This is the shape that it comes in. It looks like a big crayon when you first open it, and then of course it flattens out a little bit. So this color here, called Hollyhock from Lydia Millen, really nice. I'm wearing it right now. So I wore the lip pencil in Rose Petal, and then I put this over it, and then it was looking just a tad orangey in my mirror, so I decided to go ahead and add just a layer of this color here. So this is more in my wheelhouse. This is called Penelope Rose. A little bit of a coincidence there, and it is kind of a brownish woodsy rose sort of color. This is the kind of color that I usually gravitate towards. And so I did put it over a little bit on my lips. What I like about these lipsticks is they're very creamy. They do have a subtle sheen to them. I feel like some colors are brighter than or shinier than others. So for example, I feel like the Hollyhock is definitely a little bit shinier on the lips than the Penelope Rose is, or Rose Penelope, one or the other. So you want to look into that when you are checking them out. But they go on very smoothly. They're pretty long lasting, no flavor. I hate flavored lipstick. I just don't like having a flavor on my lips. So these are perfect if you're like me and you don't like a flavor on your lips. And then the final one, this one's called Gabriella Rose Beige, or Beige Rose. I'm probably messing up these colors, but I will have them linked down below. So this is how it would come if it's brandy new, and you can of course twist it up if you want to, or twist it down. But really nice lipsticks. I find that the Sweed products, I'm pretty impressed with them so far because they're reasonably priced. They're certainly not on the highest end of the spectrum. They're not as inexpensive as e.l.f. of course, but in some cases with makeup you get what you pay for, and I really have been enjoying these. So if you are a lipstick junkie like I am and you want to try something different, definitely give Sweed a try. And if you're someone like me who is really kind of set in your ways when it comes to the shades of lipstick that you use, I would highly recommend this one. I think this Hollyhock is such a pretty color, and if it can go on my complexion, it can go on anybody's, because let me tell you, orange and me don't typically get along very well. So yeah, check all of those out. They will be linked down below. If you have any comments or questions, do leave them in the comment section, of course. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in my next video, guys. Take care.